Are you a business owner stuck in fear, doubt, and worry about what the marketplace will look like in the future? Then this show is for you. Strap on your seatbelt and get ready to disrupt and innovate. Here's your host, Lisa Levy.
Today's guest is Dilip Dubey, a pioneering force in artificial intelligence, multi-exit entrepreneur, investor, and thought leader who's generated over $500 billion in shareholder value through AI-driven innovation. As the founder of Sutra.AI, Netlink, the chief mentor at String Ventures, he's on a mission to help mid-market companies scale intelligently and solve some of the world's biggest challenges with multiple patents, honors like Ernst & Young's Entrepreneur of the Year, and a reputation for delivering 6x ROI in under a year. Dilip brings a rare blend of technical mastery and deep human insight. Welcome to the conversation, Dilip.
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you having me. Good to be here.
It is absolutely my pleasure. AI is obviously a topic of conversation that's so interesting and important to everybody right now. But every guest that we've had is approaching things a little bit differently and has a slightly different impact. And so I'm thrilled to have this conversation and would love for you to explain to the audience what you're doing and why it's important right now.
So, Lisa, we know today AI is you can call underhyped, overhyped area of focus for all of us. I am deeply involved in helping mid-market businesses create a disproportionate value for their businesses using AI, which is either through investments into the companies, but primarily through AI transformation. And I talk to over 200 owners, executives in mid-market probably every year through my speaking engagements and formal engagements. And there's a great opportunity to have a very strong impact on their businesses, especially their financial performance using AI. And that's my focus and that's my passion.
And it's a tangible outcome for a business. We talked a little bit about the overhyped rate. Everybody's talking about everything, but actually leveraging AI, having an AI transformation that changes the business performance, the financials, is truly how we start to get to this is game changer. These are the businesses that are adapting so that they can thrive in the future. What does that interaction look like?
So, I'll start by saying that if you are a mid-market business and if you are not targeting to double your profitability using AI, you're leaving money on the table. I know this sounds like such a moonshot in the world, but I am not saying this from a theoretical perspective. I'm saying this because I already know business owners who either are my friends and I've coached, or business owners who have used Sutra.AI, one of my companies, to take the power of AI and make it real. They have already done so and done so like in 16 to 18 months. So this is not theory, this is reality. So my aspiration for all business owners and executives is, hey, become a AI believer quickly and then take advantage of this great superpower to disrupt your industry and have a disproportionate value created for your shareholders.
Absolutely. And I have a long-standing sarcastic belief of my own, but it's really that you're either choosing to be disrupted or you're accepting that you're being disrupted. And AI is the perfect example of this. And as a business owner who's not quite a mid-market, but I can tell you that my use of AI has 4x'd the value that I'm delivering to my clients. And that was with our experimental foray into it. And so I can only imagine where that's going to grow and go. The results are real. So talk to us a little bit about how using Sutra.AI is helping businesses. What does the platform do?
So platform is data to value, right? End-to-end platform for mid-market executives and users to deliver results of operational efficiencies, cost savings, revenue increase, improving, of course, customer engagement and being more innovative. So really everything a business would want to do, AI can power that. And it can power that in a real sense, again, not in sense of possibilities, but actual production that you would see. You can take cases of manufacturing companies who are able to take their scheduling from 4-week process to a 4-hour process. You can talk to the businesses and customers, especially of Sutra, who go from 2 weeks to close their financial books down to 2 days, and in process improving the three-way match to almost 99.999%. And of course, eliminating any needs of dual entries or things that complicate their financial lives. So there's the possibilities are enormous. It's really basically limited by imagination and the problem you believe you need to solve in your business.
So you're talking one of my favorite opportunities in that financial world, right? The idea of getting to three-way match to have humans not involved in any way, shape, or form. I have personally pissed off every chief accounting officer, chief procurement officer, however you want to look at the title. And I said, procurement's just not that difficult. You need something, you find it, you pay for it. It's 3 steps. I can draw it, and their heads explode. And they go, but it's so much more difficult than that. Yeah. Okay, we need our requisitions. We need all of the things. Great. ERP's fabulous. But with the AI doing the work behind it, we really are making a process that is 3 steps effortless for humans.
Uh, and Lisa, you're bringing a topic close to my heart too, because the first AI company I started in 2012, and yeah, we will come back to that. 2012, an AI company solving procurement problems. This was literally funny to the customers I would go to in that time frame. And this company took 6-7 years to scale. I sold it to 3 private equity companies who came together to buy it. Thankful to them. Great things. So it took us 6-7 years to build AI to do procurement in 2012. It takes my team 6 days to do the same thing on Sutra platform today, right? And we are talking about, I'm going to give you a customer example. And this is a larger customer, about a couple of $1 billion in food distribution. And they are on target to save $23 million without hiring a single person and actually eliminating their procure to pay system. Like, you don't need that part anymore because it's all about data, learning from that data and constantly executing on it without having to go through events or meetings. And AI is really good at that part. So there's, to your point, great opportunity in procurement. There's a great opportunity in the finance side of the business to take immediate advantage. But again, it all starts with being an AI believer, right? So, and I always find it really interesting that, hey, we are okay with AI driving our car, right? We are okay with AI creating cures for cancer. But for some reason, we are uncomfortable with AI doing a three-way match. That just doesn't compute. The world, it's just question of experiencing it. And once you experience it, like, you would be a believer overnight. Like, why did I not do this in 2023 or 4?
Think that you've hit on the crux of it, though, right? The trusting the AI to do the three-way match, I don't think is actually the problem, right? It's the individual and the, oh my gosh, does that mean I don't have a job after this? What happens? What's in it for me? What's that implication? And getting to that mindset, right? That cultural change of becoming an AI believer. Because once we take humans and even our ERP platform sort of out of that mix, we've freed up brains to do new and different things.
Yeah, you are absolutely accurate in your thesis there. I give you 2 examples, right? So one example is in finance. So will there be disruption to the role of somebody in a AP or AR? Answer is yes. I mean, we can't deny that. But in this one company where they had 5 people doing this work, 3 of them got freed up to actually do supplier development, right? Instead of talking to suppliers about, hey, there's all this mess in the invoicing, it doesn't match. I got to go back and forth with my finance team, with QA teams for suppliers and so forth. They were actually able to do higher order work. On the other side, I gave an example in a manufacturing company, and this person who was doing scheduling went from starting at 4 a.m. every day and doing this work every week, 3 weeks in a row to get a monthly scheduling done, to AI is allowing them to govern and do this in like 2 hours. So now they are focused on, hey, what else can I do to release value? They are out there now being the advocates for, hey, better optimizing their inventory, talking again to their suppliers, and more importantly, have freed up time to talk to their customers and partners. So clearly, and I mean, if you ask me, the individuals are not only growing, but they are enjoying, and they are all in line to get promoted, right? You're doing higher order work, you are going to be able to make more money, and you can possibly even enjoy your job more. So that opportunity exists for business, but I think it's great for individuals as well, especially in a mid-market world, because everybody has 63 things and not enough time to do it.
And that's a really good point, right? Everybody does have 63 things that are their most important priorities. So, right, none of it's actually truly priority. You've shared a couple of great examples with very tangible, mind-blowing outputs, saving $23 million and replacing procure to pay. I mean, that is just, if I had effects, we would have little, my mind is blown in a really good and wonderful. But getting to that outcome and getting to the AI believer status, I am betting that there's some bumps in the road to get to that place. Can you talk about how you engage with the clients and start them on what really is an organizational change journey?
Certainly. And in my mind, it all starts with the leaders and owners and their mindset. And I think the multiple times I will say the word AI believer, that they have to become an AI believer. They have to experience AI in their business or in area that they understand, to understand the power of it and actually see some tangible outputs out of it. Because, and I always challenge business owners who are my friends, and some of them are clients of Sutra.AI, is, hey, if you could double the profitability of your business, would you delegate this initiative to your IT or to your procurement? No, the IT has a critical role to play as a partner, but this is a corporate initiative that the CEO and the owner and the executive team has to own. So it always starts with believing that these kind of things happen. I play a video, or people go in and talk to other business owner who has done it, and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't sleep anymore because now I can see what all can happen." So that is the biggest step, and the biggest hurdle is leaders and owners becoming AI believers. And then, of course, there are real issues where everybody believes, oh my God, my data is a mess and AI needs data to work. True. There's not a single company I've run into whose data was awesome. So everybody's data is a mess. We understand that. But biggest value AI brings is it can clean and get your data where you need to be without spending thousands of dollars and months of time. AI does help you accelerate the constraints you had before. Once you're a believer, you will see that in data. Then, of course, the idea is you have to bring in your team to align with what you're doing strategically. You talk about change management. And I've seen both cases, right, where individuals got quite uncomfortable. It's natural, right? It's a change. If we talked about APAR scheduling, I talked to the young lady who was the scheduler, Lauren. Initially, was like, "Hey, I don't know what happens to my job," and these questions are real, and these fears are real. But once she stopped me maybe 2 months later and said, "Dilip, can I show you? I do all my scheduling in 2 hours. That also because I govern AI. If I let it loose, I probably need to spend 2 minutes on it." So again, bringing the team together, and one critical message I believe leaders should embrace and deliver is, for them to be successful, their team members need to become AI business builders. They don't need to become AI tech builders, right? Mid-market businesses are not open AI where you have to hire a $500,000 a year software AI engineer to build something foundational. Your team can use AI without having to learn AI, because AI is one of the first technologies we are experiencing as a human race, which just literally requires natural language to interact with it. So you can talk to it in English. You just have to ask good questions to get good answers. You can easily train your team to get comfortable. And then the example I shared with you, this organization went from scheduling and few little things to everyone in their company has come up with ideas. Hey, I can solve this with AI. I can solve that with AI. And they've gone from 2 to, I think, 19 use cases, real use cases in less than probably 18 months. And that's the other thing, is like, hey, make sure your team is involved. They understand please don't minimize the disruption because it's real. Your team members, of course, are smart. They know exactly what it would mean. But in mid-market especially, it's a great opportunity for them to upskill and do more. And then, of course, find a platform for them to use, right? And of course, the Sutra.AI is one such platform that is mid-market focused and seeing great success today. And the last thing is, hey, don't try to solve world hunger on day one, right? Solve the water problem of your village first. Take little low-hanging fruit projects that can show you not the CEO, not the owner, but the CFO is hard dollar value coming out of it. Once you do that, you're on your way. All the objections are gone and great things can happen for your business using AI.
Absolutely. Those teams become AI business builders. The ideas, the case studies, right? The use cases start to explode. And what that is, right, is the fuel for internal innovation. And that is, in my world, the secret sauce for a business to future proof, to be able to adapt through any changing climate. When you have employees who are generating the ideas that can morph your business when needed, as an owner, as a CEO, who could ask for anything better than that? It is a game changer. I think I've said that 3 times, but this is why I love this conversation, because the impact of leveraging AI across all roles inside of a business lets every person contribute at their highest potential level.
And now that you said those words about future proofing, I think I'd relate to that even more so because of human AI coming together truly can future proof your business against disruptions, as well as it can future proof you against losing out on innovative opportunities. So, certainly, I'm seeing this in action in the businesses that we are supporting. And I love when business owners have a conversation or they become AI believer or they have achieved some hard dollar ROI. I can't sleep. Like my mind is on fire because previously the constraint was my Excel file. I don't have this information. I can't get this done. All the constraints were business systems or processes. Now it has gone from that to the only constraint their business has is their imagination and their time. Whatever they can think and they can spend time executing, AI can support them along with their teams to do so.
One of the other things we talked about in the course of what you shared is the data. Everybody's data is a mess. And one of the brilliant things about having AI to help with the data cleanse, the standardization, normalization, hygiene, whatever we want to throw at the description of that. One of the beautiful things about that for the user is AI doesn't judge. The work that it does in hours and minutes would have taken teams days and weeks previously. And there would have kind of been that spotlight on why was this data such a mess? And it no longer matters. We're going to fix it.
And to that point, Lisa, it doesn't judge. You just have to become comfortable that, hey, it is there to assist you to do things that you couldn't do. Not only that you couldn't do because there's a lack of skill or smartness, it's just you have 860,000 variables to process to get that data clean. No human can do that. You need AI assist there to do those things. So I'm fully aligned as that, hey, like embrace it, believe it, and then take full advantage of it. And it's a great opportunity to both upskill you and your, exponentially move your career path in a very different direction.
Absolutely. And so we're playing with the data cleansing and the fact that data is a mess. It happens. But for those of us who have been around for decades and gone through large data cleanses before system implementations or migrations and the things that go through, even after hundreds of hours by hundreds of people, the data still isn't great.
Great.
And so with AI and embracing that, you're actually going to bring in the best possible data into the new world that you can, because the AI is just better at it. Faster. Let's not even do quality and speed. This has been a great conversation. Thank you so much for sharing what it is that your clients are doing using Sutra and making an impact so that they're growing. If you've piqued the interest or curiosity of members of the audience, how do they learn more about you or Sutra.AI?
So they can visit Sutra.AI to learn more about the purpose-built AI platform for mid-market and how it is creating real value for real customers. And if they want to reach me and follow me, they can follow me on LinkedIn or reach me at Dilip@Dubey.ai. And I love conversations, love objections, love pushbacks. So look forward to continuing the conversation.
Fantastic. And we had a great conversation today. And like so many things, when focusing on the mid market and making and leveraging AI for change, it really starts with the tone at the top, that owner, that CEO, and that leadership team becoming AI believers. Getting that mindset shift in place allows them to build teams that can drive X profitability using this AI platform within 16 to 18 months. It's absolutely impactful in how, with the example shared, that in one organization, they're going to save $23 million and replace their procure to pay system, leveraging the Sutra platform, because AI is better at the work than we've been doing for decades than we could ever hope to be. Success in this environment really is about building a team of AI business builders so that we as individual humans are leveraging our AI partners to upskill us, to put us in the best position to grow our capabilities so that the AI can do the work we've been doing for the last several years and we can grow and do new and different things. Dilip, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing this with the audience. Audience members, you know my rules behind. Join me next time.
That's it for today's episode of Disrupt and Innovate. Head over to iTunes and subscribe to the show.